Photos freeze time, but they don't stop fate. Tonight, 10 ordinary pictures become harrowing once you know what came next. These are the final smiles, casual snapshots, and crowd shots that quietly foreshadow tragedy. One, James Holmes, the Aurora theater shooter. A flat, affectless stare, dyed orange hair, a phone held at arm's length. In the hours before midnight struck on July 20th, 2012, James Holmes took a series of eerie selfies, mugging for the camera and even posing with a Glock, while weapons lay carefully arrayed on his bed. They look at first glance like the cocky experiments of a reclusive grad student flirting with an alter ego. In reality, they're a chilling ledger of intent. That night, he walked into a crowded Dark Knight Rises screening in Aurora, Colorado, and opened fire. 12 people died and dozens were wounded. Those self-portraits, so banal, so deliberate, would later be cleared for jurors to see, a silent preamble to one of the darkest mass shootings in recent memory. 2. Tyler Hadley, the party photo. A teenager with a red Solo cup leans into a friend for a quick party pic. Smiles, noise, a blur of faces behind them. It could be any house party anywhere, except this one hid a secret behind a closed bedroom door. Hours earlier, 17-year-old Tyler Hadley had murdered his parents, then invited classmates over, telling one friend who snapped a selfie with him to remember this moment because it might be the last time they'd ever see each other. The party swelled to around 60 kids. Some noticed a strange smell. One friend would be led to the room and shown the truth. By the next day, police were at the door, and the photo, once ordinary, became a timestamp of horror in plain sight. Chalino Sánchez, the death note on stage, mid-performance in Culiacán, May 1992, the king of the narco corrido pauses. Someone from the crowd hands Chalino Sánchez a folded note. Cameras catch him reading it. His expression hardens. He tucks it away and keeps singing. Legend says the message warned he wouldn't leave alive. Hours after the show, men posing as state police stopped Chalino's car, abducted him, and he was found executed on a roadside. Whether the slip of paper truly spelled out his fate remains unproven, but the photo of him reading it has become an omen frozen in time, a performer confronting a destiny he could not outrun. 4. The Kiss Nightclub, a DJ's crowd shot before the fire, Brazil 2013. It's just a busy club photo, bodies pressed together beneath haze and lights, the kind of image a DJ posts to hype a packed night. In Santa Maria, Brazil, the resident DJ tweeted a shot from inside Kiss just before 3 a.m., boasting the place was mega-packed. Minutes later, pyrotechnics lit acoustic foam, smoke thickened, and the power failed. With only one usable exit, panic and toxic fumes turned celebration into catastrophe. 242 people never made it out. That uncomplicated crowd photo, just a wish-you-were-here moment, now feels like the breath before a scream. 1,000 little decisions and oversights captured a heartbeat before everything went wrong. Number 5. John Edward Robinson, Uncle John with a baby. A wholesome family snapshot, a middle-aged man cradling an infant at the center of the frame. He looks like a proud uncle. But Uncle John was John Edward Robinson, a manipulative serial killer later dubbed one of the first internet predators. The baby? She'd been taken from her mother, Lisa Stasi, who vanished in 1985. Robinson forged adoption papers and handed the infant to his own brother and sister-in-law, who had no idea where she'd truly come from. When Robinson was arrested years later, the secrets behind that smiling photograph unraveled. Barrels of bodies, decades of deception, and the revelation that the child in his arms was a kidnapping survivor whose mother was among his victims. Number 6. Shannon Nunez, The Cliff Edge at Spitting Caves. A serene image circulates online, feet dangling over turquoise water far below, the ocean pulsing at the mouth of a sea cave. It's the kind of daredevil meets daydream photo countless people snap at Oahu's spitting caves. In June 2014, U.S. Navy sailor Shannon Elizabeth Nunez, 22, jumped from that cliff with friends. The currents were brutal. She struggled to climb out. Rescuers arrived, but she didn't survive. News reports confirmed her identity and the dangers of that spot. The dreamy cliff edge aesthetic, so Instagrammable, hides rip currents and lethal surge. The peaceful, toes-over-the-edge photo that often represents her last day now reads like a caution sign everyone missed. 7. Will Norton, graduation day, then the EF5. A proud high school grad, cap, gown, and grin, posing with family in Joplin, Missouri on May 22, 2011. Minutes later, an EF5 tornado roared across the city. On the drive home, Will's SUV was hit. As his father clung to his legs, the tornado tore Will through the sunroof. 5 days later, searchers found his body in a nearby pond. His graduation photo should have been the cover page for A New Life. Film school plans, travel, a future. Instead, it became a symbol of a disaster that killed more than 150 people and reshaped a community forever. 8. Alan Ruby, smiling after a massacre. A casual pic from a fun weekend. Young guy, friends, a caption about college life. You'd never guess that, days earlier, 19-year-old Alan Ruby had executed his parents and teenage sister in Duncan, Oklahoma. After the murders, he drove to Dallas for the Red River rivalry weekend, shopped, and posted a smiling Instagram photo while his family lay dead at home. Detectives later said money was the motive, fantasy wealth, mounting debts, entitlement. The breezy social media image, carefree and ordinary, became proof of a chilling emotional void. 9. The Lawson family portrait, Christmas 1929. 7 children stand in their best clothes around their parents, Charlie and Fanny Lawson. The studio portrait, paid for with money Charlie set aside, was taken shortly before Christmas. On December 25, 1929, he murdered his wife and 6 of their children, then himself. Only his eldest son, sent on an errand, survived. The reasons have been debated for nearly a century, but that stiffly composed portrait, taken just days before, haunts every retelling, an image meant to mark a season of joy that instead foreshadows one of America's most notorious family annihilations. 10. Acid in the pool. James Brock at the Monson Motor Lodge, 1964. A hotel manager leans over a sparkling swimming pool, pouring a jug of muriatic acid into the water. The photograph became one of the most infamous of the civil rights era. On June 18, 1964, protesters, black activists and white allies, held an integrated swim-in at the Monson Motor Lodge in St. Augustine, Florida. Manager James Brock tried to force them out with chemicals. AP photographer Horace Court captured the moment. Another shot shows an officer leaping into the water to make arrests. The image of ordinary hospitality turned weapon helped galvanize national outrage in the days leading up to the Civil Rights Act. Most photos are simple keepsakes. These 10 became warnings, confessions, or memorials we didn't know we were making. When you look at them now, you don't just see smiles and crowds. You see the thin line between the moment and the aftermath. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more final photos with disturbing backstories, true crime deep dives, and much more. Until next time, please stay safe out there, and as always, stay curious.